Okay, this should not work, but somehow it does. This website has no server, hosting, not even an A record, and yet you're still looking at a web page. I had this idea of trying something a bit crazy. What if you could have a website using just a domain and nothing else? DNS can store TXT records, not just tiny bits of text, but enough data that, if you really push it, you can turn it into a website. So I decided to try it for real. I went on Namecheap, bought the cheapest domain I could find, something completely random, because if this works, it should work on any domain. Next, I'm going to move this domain over to Cloudflare. It's not required, but it makes managing DNS way easier. And after a few moments, we control the domain from Cloudflare. Let's remove all the existing DNS entries. The first problem hit immediately. DNS doesn't understand HTML. You can't just paste a website into a text record. So I had to convert the entire page into something DNS can store, which means encoding it into plain text. So this string translates into this one. Let's make a new directory and inside a new file with just a small static HTML page. Now let's encode the entire page in base 64, and this is where the real problem started. The page is now way too big for a single text record, which only supports up to 255 bytes, so that means it has to be split into multiple entries. And as you probably expected, we can't guarantee the order in which text records are loaded. To fix this, I prepared this Python script that cuts the encoded page into smaller chunks and adds an index in front of each one to preserve the correct order. And that's it. Let's take a look at some of these. Now the next step is to manually copy each line and add it as a new TXT record in Cloudflare. This will take a while, so I'll speed up the video. And there we go. All the entries are added. Now we can use a tool to check if they've propagated. We can specify the record type, so TXT in our case, and as you can see, all the entries have already propagated. So at this point, we have everything stored in DNS, but if we try to access the domain, of course, this site can't be reached. And it makes sense, because browsers don't care about text records. They look for an A record to get an IP and then connect to a server. So by default, the browser won't serve the website for us. We have to do it ourselves. So for this, I built a small Chrome extension that basically turns DNS into a renderer. We have a simple manifest file and the content script that reads all text records, sort them in the right order, remove the prefixes, merge everything together, decode it, and render the page. Go to the Chrome extensions page, enable developer mode, click Load Unpacked, and select the local directory with the extension. And now, when I open the domain, it magically shows the website. The extension intercepts the request and renders it locally. That's why we see this placeholder saying you're viewing an extension page, because everything is being rendered locally on your machine. You can try this yourself in Chrome using my domain nohostingdomain.online. I'll keep those text records there until the domain expires. But if you want to have more fun, get your own cheap domain and get creative with these encoded strings. The decoding part doesn't have to be a Chrome extension. The possibilities are almost endless. For example, you could build a command line tool that pulls data from DNS and renders it in your terminal, or a mobile app that reconstructs websites directly from the text records. You could create a proxy server that turns DNS into a backend. You could hide encrypted messages across domains and build a system that decodes them like a distributed storage network, or even embed small games or interactive pages entirely inside DNS. At that point, you're not just using DNS, you're bending it into something it was never meant to be. Now, this is obviously not how websites are meant to work. It's slow, limited, and completely dependent on the client, but it proves something important. The internet is not as rigid as it looks, and with enough creativity, you can make almost anything behave like something else. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.